Well, the wifey's Mazda, it's been deserving some attention, so I set aside some time today on this beautiful day. Drove the Super to work and I'm back. It's time for that spring clean, early summer clean. I'm going to start with my foam cannon. Going to give this thing a super good bath. I tell her it's shampoo and conditioner for the paint. That's what I tell the wife, which is actually what it is. And then, I have my soap bucket over there ready to go with a grate in it and a nice clean sponge in there, soft for washing this thing. I like to keep it in the garage, keep the paint nice and cool to the touch. Bring it outside, wash it, bring it back in, dry it, keeps that paint cool. And then I'm going to do wax it, give us a nice good shine on it here. So I'll keep showing you some of the videos, some of the steps, some of the foam cannon waxing, and how we do this, make this sucker look super nice. So very deserving. So I'll get back to you here in a second. Mine's a pretty old one. It just works on air alone. Got the soap mixture in here. Be waxing it. I kept the sheet metal cool the whole time. I'm getting ready to pull it inside the garage to do a dry off. I got it in the garage, out of the sun. Everything's still nice and cool. Always use a clean chamois. I use a brand new towel always. And just dry the car off. No rocket science there. Alright, even if I wasn't waxing this car, I would dry it off so that all these little runs don't come out here. And this is my little trick, this cordless power air blower here. And this way, when I go to wax, I'm not getting too much water in my pad. I don't want a very wet pad when I'm doing this. But like I said, even if I wasn't waxing the car immediately, I would want, this is how I dry the car off usually. That way when we leave, all this stuff doesn't go running down the side of the car. But it's extremely helpful around all this back glass and spoilers. The overall condition of the car is we don't go through automatic car washes, so it doesn't get swirls really on it. We hand wash it and dry it. It has been 6 months since we waxed it. So today I'm just going to be using Complete Polish by Groit's Garage. I'm going to be using this by hand just around like the door handles from the fingernails. It doesn't scratch it, you know, it just leaves those. And I'm just going to be just kind of hitting. I don't like to concentrate in one area. I'm just going to hit like this area right here on all the door handles and look for like where a body or a purse or something is brushed up against it and left really fine line scratches. The main wax that I'm going to use on the car is the liquid poly wax by Great Garage, and this doesn't have any ability to remove any scratches really at all. Just very light, maybe like very light stuff, and I'm using my Porter Cable Orbital with a nice soft black pad. This is about almost as soft as you can get for pads. So I'll put it on as long as the panels stay dry. I'll probably do the whole car and then take it all off with 2 towels. But overall, the car really is in good shape. It needs wax bad, but it doesn't really have any swirls on it. So this should make it look like new again. That did the trick. As you can see, I did just a little taping around this black trim here. I don't want to get wax in it. This rubber trim up here, it could probably handle the wax, but it's so easy to open the door and put a piece of tape there that I did it. If you remember right from a year ago, this was chrome and we plastic dipped it. I'm not going to tape it up. It's holding up perfect. Literally, it looks like the day we did it. But I am not going to tape it up. I don't want the risk of the tape lifting the plastic dip off. I don't think it would, but I can get the black pad right up here to this without a problem because it is about a 1/2 inch lip without having to worry about caking this. The wax would just cake this white, so I'll keep it off of it without a problem. Well, we'll start the wax job now. Well, the whole entire car has a coat of the wax on it. I'm going to show you a close-up of it. Liquid poly wax by Great Garage. You can get this almost anywhere. I've seen it at the, all the car parts stores pretty much carry it, or one of them does anyways. Or you can order online direct. I already took the tape off, but I have not taken the wax off. Here's my tips and tricks. So like I said, I don't want to get wax on this, so I had this taped up. One of my big tips I have is I don't like to get this black rubber seal around the sunroofs, wax in them. So I just open the sunroof, and that way the pad just never touches it, and it lets you, in a minute, I'll get down in here and clean all this out too with just some quick shine stuff. I like to coat the glass with the wax, personally. It's almost like a Rain-X coating. As long as your surface is staying cool and out of the sun, I think it's safe to leave the wax on while you do the whole entire car. I would never wax a car out in the sun, but first of all, I guess if you had to, you do panel by panel and remove the wax. You would not want this stuff to cook into the paint. Other than that, this thing's looking great. I had some extra work that had to be done around the door handles with a little bit of extra cleaner. I got rid of all the scratches around the hatch where people's hands grabbed to close the hatch. And then I need to detail around this, but I didn't want to wax the plastic dip here. But you can see that plastic dip's over a year old now, and it still never looks like the first day we put it on. So all that plastic dip down the chrome trim still holding up really well. So let me get the wax off and get back to you. The wife's car all done and cleaned up. Came out great. It looks better than new, honestly. I didn't spend too much time on the wheels. I actually only washed them, but I did tire shine them up. I've spent some time on them last time, so I did do the little black between the pillar there. I did do that by hand. It had some swirls on it, scratching, I guess you would call it. We did the roof is wrapped in black vinyl, that real good vinyl. I did wax it. I went a little slower. It came out just fine. It wasn't that bad. And as you can see, just stepping back, there's no swirls, there's no haze. Just looks so much better. Much deserved wax. Like I did last week on the Supra. So, well, I'll put this video together. Well, if you've already watched it, it is together. Hit that like and that subscribe button. Just, you know, little content here and there. Hopefully we'll be getting some springs for this car soon. We'll get this thing lower and get rid of that wheel gap. So I appreciate you watching to the end here. If you did, love keeping cars clean, and hopefully, you know, like I do these videos, hopefully it helps somebody learn how to do it. It's very easy, and you really can't burn paint off with buffer and that soft pad like that. All right, thanks for watching.